Hello folks, Fuzzfinger here, and I do apologise, I'm a little bit bunged up. It's that time of year where I get inundated with colds and whatnot, so any strange noises you hear, don't worry about it. Just try and put up with it if you can. I also apologise that I haven't done a video for a while. I've just been so busy in real life with family and work commitments that I haven't really got round to it. Plus, I just want a break for the moment from Final Fantasy since I've been playing that a lot lately. Something I have never played before is any kind of Defence of the Ancients, Tower Defence, League of Legends type of games. So when I got an email from Blizzard saying I've been invited to the technical alpha of Heroes of the Storm, I thought that'd be a great opportunity to actually check out what all the fuss is about with these kind of addictive little multiplayer team-based PvP games and give my thoughts on it. So I know a lot of people will be jealous that they've been trying to get into the alpha for a long time, and I wasn't even expecting to get into it. You know, I wasn't even bothered by it in all honesty, and then I did get this email saying I'd been invited. Seeing as how I do like Blizzard games, play a lot of WoW and Diablo, I thought I'd go ahead and give this a go. So I installed this yesterday. I've only been playing it for a day. Again, just to clarify, coming to it from a complete noob perspective, not knowing anything of what to expect. So this video, in turn, is going to be aimed at those who also do not know much about this genre and would like to perhaps see what all the fuss is about. I can say safely, after a day or so, okay, I'm not necessarily good at the game, of course. I mean, not many people would be, I don't think, after that amount of time. But I'm definitely getting addicted to it, and I can see why a lot of people enjoy this sort of thing. So this is a free-to-play game, which means that the business model is one of you pay for optional heroes or skins and whatnot. I'm not sure if that's how it works for League of Legends. I'm guessing it does. But yeah, you don't need to spend money, but you probably are going to if you play a whole lot. So as I said, this is the technical alpha. The closed beta has just been announced to be starting next year, January 2015. So not long to wait, and hopefully a lot more people will be getting in to test this stuff out. Even though it is a technical alpha, it looks pretty smooth to me. I've done probably about 15 matches so far and haven't really encountered any bugs. Don't ask me about how the balancing is because, well, I'm just not experienced enough to know what that would be. But I'm in a multiplayer game here. You don't have to play multiplayer, but obviously, eventually, that's all you're going to be playing. So may as well, I thought, get into it. This is a cooperative game, but it's against AI. So there's 4 game modes. You've got the practice game mode, which I spent quite a bit of time in, which is you, a few computer-controlled players on your team, and then you're up against the AI also. It's not too tricky, and it's just to really prepare you for the cooperative mode, which is the second mode and the mode I am playing here, where you are grouped up with other like-minded players through the matchmaking service, or through people on your friends list or whatever it is you want to do. But it's real people, and then you play against a tougher AI, which is supposedly the difficulty of that is based upon how experienced your team is. The general concepts, and there are other game modes such as Versus and Custom as well, but I haven't tried those out, so I won't comment on them just yet. So the general concept of a typical game is you go and access your opponent's core, which is heavily protected in their base. The first team to access the opponent's core wins the game. It's really that simple. But the thing that makes this addictive, first of all, you're going to notice this looks a lot like StarCraft 2. That's because Blizzard are using the StarCraft 2 engine, but this game is really nothing like StarCraft 2 in the sense that it's not a real-time strategy game. You're not building anything. You control one hero and you move that around, basically killing things. So as you can see here, I'm controlling Nova, and Heroes of the Storm will use characters from all of Blizzard's IPs, Diablo, World of Warcraft, or Warcraft I should say, and StarCraft. So yeah, Nova here is from StarCraft. There is, I think, 4 or 5 different maps, somewhere around that number, but Blizzard have said they will be adding more in the future, probably before the game releases. And basically, each map varies slightly in some of the PvE content. that you can do while playing, such as killing bandits, pirates, spawning dragons, anything really to help you with your progress. This particular map, you can control 2 shrines and then take control of a dragon, which I think I do at some point in this video, so you can see that. For kills and whatnot, your hero will level up. You can see those numbers at the top. We are level 6, so everybody on our team is level 6 and everybody on our opponent's team is level 4. As your hero levels up, it will gain access to new abilities, new talents, which you can choose a selection of skills from in order to mow down the opposing enemies. And each game your hero is reset to level 1 so that you can once again go through the process of selecting talents. And there is a level where I get to select a talent, so I will do that at this point. Now your hero has 2 different kinds of level. You have your game level, I don't know what the technical terms are, this is just what I'm calling it. Your game level, which resets to 1 every time you play a new game. And your menu level, I don't know, just your general hero level, which you keep between games, which lets you unlock new skins and other cosmetic features, including actually new talents and whatnot that will be able to be chosen as you go through future battles. There's a whole host of different characters you can choose from. I read on the forum before I started playing that Nova is a little OP. I've played Nova a bit with a character called Stitches, who is found in Warcraft, and I played with Raynor, who is the character you take through the opening tutorial. And I do think I like Nova the best out of those 3 characters. She's a little bit squishy, but she does have a powerful attack, so as long as you stay at ranged, then you should find her no problems to play with. A couple of things that you'll notice: you can mount up in this game. So every character has a mount. From game 1 you can access it. You don't have to unlock it, although there are different mounts and skins you can unlock. And also you have a Hearthstone, so you can return to base at any point. I don't believe it has a cooldown, but you can heal up at base, but the heal you cast does have a cooldown. So here's the dragon I was telling you about, which is unique to this map. It's basically a big heavy tanking thing, so you can get right up in the midst of the enemies. In order to win the game, what you're going to have to do is break through the enemy's turrets and guns and whatnot before they break through yours, in order to access the core, which is right at the other side of the map. And while we have the dragon, we want to make good use of that, so we're going to go straight up and start smashing our way through. As you can see, it's going to be surviving a lot longer than our standard hero would be able to do. Incidentally, if your hero does die, it's not the end of the world. You just have a bit of a time penalty while you wait to respawn for 30 to 40 seconds or so, and then you'll appear alive and all brand spanking new back at your base, and can join the battle again immediately. And you can die as many times as you want to throughout the course of a game. So what can you spend in this game? What can you buy with real money? Well, you can buy heroes first of all, and as I mentioned, there are a lot of heroes. Some heroes are free to play, and each week the way it works is, I think there's 5 heroes which you can play for free throughout that week, and then every week, I think on a Tuesday, it resets and another 5 heroes become available to play for free. So that's the model. You can then unlock new heroes with real money or with gold, which you can earn as you play, although as you might expect, gold is something you earn slowly, and things can be spent very quickly. Gold can be spent very quickly because the heroes are expensive, and the other things you can buy with gold are also expensive. Some of the prices might seem a little bit over the top. If you want to get a new mount, for example, you can look at spending around £10 or about $12 to $15 for that. And some of the characters are even more expensive. If you wanted to buy everything in this game, so you wanted to just own it all from the get-go, you could easily spend well over £500 or over $800. And that's with the current content. As more gets added, then you could, if you're not careful and watching what you're spending, even go more than that. But Blizzard have been careful. You don't have to spend anything if you don't want to. It just means that you're going to have to choose which characters you want to play with each week. You're not going to be able to focus on one particular character as many are probably going to want to do. But even to do that, you only need to buy one character and then you can stick with it if that's more your thing. Once your hero is level 10, not game level 10, but you know, overall level 10, then you get a master skin, and that is applicable to all heroes. So every hero gets a master skin once you've got them to level 10. And they do look pretty awesome, but some of the other skins look awesome as well, so you might want to check those out. At the moment I'm just using the default skin for Nova here. But you can see we're making some progress towards the enemy's base. We have dinged level 14 just recently, so we're a couple of levels ahead of them here, so I'm hoping that as we recover from our death, we should be able to make even more progress and continue on to their core. The other thing this game does is really encourage you to befriend people, because when you play with people from your friends list, you collect 50% more experience than when you play on your own. So I don't have anybody on my friends list yet. Boo-hoo. Which means that even though I'm in a matchmaking game, because the people I'm with aren't on my friends list, I'm just getting the slow rate of experience, which will all be added up at the end once the game has finished, and that will determine what level I get to, if any, on Nova here. As you can see, Nova is very squishy, whereas most of the enemies, or most of the heroes in this game, get a fair amount of hit points added to their maximum amount every time they level up. Nova doesn't get a whole lot, being a ranged assassin. So as you get later on into the game, if you start getting close into melee range, you're really going to feel the burn. But we've got the dragon out again here, so it looks like the person controlling that is going to help defend the base, and then we can crack straight on with getting their core. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you that I've learned so far. This game used to be known by the name Blizzard Dota. Then it was called Blizzard All-Stars, I believe, before finally being called Heroes of the Storm. Lore seems to go out the window. Basically, everybody comes to this place called the Nexus from all the different universes, the Warcraft, the Diablo, Starcraft universes, where they all battle each other. As far as I understand, that's as far as the lore goes. It's not meant to be taken seriously. It is purely about the gameplay. A little bit like Hearthstone, it's one of Blizzard's smaller yet addictive games, and as you can see, it is quite a bit of fun to play. So we're about to destroy the second to final building here as we get close to dinging level 17. Level 20 is the final level with a talent for us to choose. Oh no, it was the final building, so there's the core. We have victory. I'm not sure what the level cap is, but I'm guessing it's quite high. And once we've loaded back out here, we can see how much experience we got, which was 50,000 or just under. 10 gold, and bear in mind that a new hero costs upwards of 10,000 gold. And there is our stats, the mechanics. You can see at the bottom the mechanic stat. I believe it's basically how many times you became a dragon, or whatever the unique feature is on each map. At least that's what I'm guessing. I could be wrong. Now, if we formed a party there, I'm not going to, but if we did, we could get the bonus experience. So you might want to check that out. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this video. It was a noob's perspective to Heroes of the Storm. Also, let me know if you want me to make any more of these. Apologies again for my blocked and stuffy nose, but I did want to get this out. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.